Welcome back to another episode of MotoGP Mac, and today we're going to talk about the sprint race that just happened for the Grand Prix of Americas in Cota. Now, before we get into it, here's how it finished. Marc Marquez won it from Alex Marquez, Pecco Bagnaia, Fabio Di Giannantonio, Franco Morbidelli, Fabio Quartararo, Pedro Acosta, Luca Marini, Aya Agura, Marco Bezzecchi, Fermin Aldegar, Brad Binder, Enea Bastianini, Jack Miller, Alex Rins, Johan Zarco, Raul Fernandez, Augusto Fernandez, Samkit Chantra, and Lorenzo Savadori was the last one across the line. Maverick Vinales retired and Joan Mir crashed. Now, when the race got underway, it was an absolutely epic opening lap. I must admit, definitely, Marquez didn't have it all his own way. Pecco made a lightning start, just threw it up the inside. Okay, Marc did come back at him, and they swapped positions through the squiggly bits where no one thought that they would swap the positions. Marc then almost launched himself into the stratosphere, but was able to get the position back, and Alex overtook Pecco also. And to be fair, it's kind of how it laid out for the rest of the race for the top three. Marc didn't have it all his own way, and I'll be fair and honest with that. When you look at the overall times and what he won it by 1.1 seconds from Pecco and 0.8 seconds from his brother. So definitely what I would call it wasn't a Marquez domination. It was quite scrappy for Marc. He really genuinely had to work for that race, which we all, to be fair, thought that Marc was going to check out and that was going to be the end of it, but it wasn't actually as comfortable as we all thought. Fabio Di Giannantonio also rode a great race. Franco Morbidelli as well. Good battling between those two. Probably one of my riders of the day, Fabio Quartararo, up 5 places. What a start he made. Messing with riders where he shouldn't really have been messing with, but definitely a really, really good ride out of Fabio, making the difference, overriding the bike. You can see in the acceleration phase where they're suffering, and you can see he makes it all back up on the brakes. It was incredible how he was braking in for some of those corners. Really good, solid race from Pedro Acosta. Yes, he did lose positions, but I didn't really think that he would be in there. Rumours have it that he's got rid of the salad box in the back of the bike, so the mass damper has been dumped. Luca Marini, really impressive for Luca. Top Honda. Good to see him in the points. Mir was also up into the skinny places when he crashed, but look, it's good to see a Honda at least in the top 10. Aya Agura again, really good solid race from Aya Agura, up 9 places. Not afraid of this racetrack at all. Just coming home ahead of Marco Bezzecchi, who, to be fair, did run wide and lose an awful lot of places with just a couple of laps to go. But again, beaten by the rookie in a track where Bezzecchi has been before. Another really good ride from Fermin Aldegar. Okay, up 1 position from where he started, but he did lose an awful lot of positions at the start of the race. Brad Binder and Enea Bastianini. This is kind of where I expected KTM to be, if I'm honest. Pedro Acosta breaking that mold, but this is kind of where I did expect them to go. Jack Miller obviously went back 5 places, but gotta love Jack. He'll give it a crack anyway and see where it goes. Alex Rins up behind him. Again, look, nothing major to write home about on those Yamahas. Johan Zarco, a little bit surprised at Zarco. Didn't actually go forward in the race, kind of went backwards overall. Just doesn't seem to have the pace. Raul Fernandez, yes, he had a big crash this morning, but again, well beaten by his teammate on same equipment. With an awful lot less experience in the class. Augusto Fernandez, solid. I'm just going to call it solid. 29 seconds off. Not a very bad opening race weekend for him when you look at it. But saying that, it is 30 seconds in 10 laps that he's lost compared to Marc Marquez. Samkit Chantra, again, solid, finished, got home, 33 seconds behind. Can't really ask for more for him. And Lorenzo Savadori, 34 seconds. Did get a long lap penalty for taking a shortcut in turn 5. Not sure did he serve that penalty yet. To be fair to Maverick Vinales, he was up in and around with Acosta and Marini and them in 7th, 8th, 9th places, definitely breaking the mold of the other ones, but saying that, he retired obviously with the mechanical. And Joan Mir was again up into the top 5, 6, 7 places, maybe 8th place when he did crash. But again, saying that, I prefer to see him crash in the skinny places than fighting for 15th, 16th, 17th. Overall, look, it was a good race. There was definitely some really good battles down through the back of the grid. And to be fair with the cameras, they did show us those battles because it did turn a little bit stale towards the front after the first 5 or 6 laps, even though that the gap was ebbing and flowing in and out. But saying that, look, there was some really, really great races there. Tomorrow's race is going to be very interesting. You could definitely see the track grip level was much lower than what they had experienced. And this also comes to because, a lot of the sessions that they've had have been either wet or a drying track or what. So the conditions they were going out there today were kind of the first time they were on the circuit in these conditions. So a good lot of data gathered, but saying that tomorrow definitely is going to be a difficult day. They are going to be flying a little bit blind, and the track does seem to be a bit bumpier now than we originally thought, and the new surfaces are going to eat the tires a little bit. So it will be interesting and a tough call for the teams to make. All in all, it's very hard to pick a rider of the day. For me, it's 2. One is definitely Fabio Quartararo. I thought he's done really well. And the second one is Alex Marquez. I know Agora did really well coming through the field, but the reason I'm picking Alex Marquez is that Alex never goes well here. He's gone very, very well today. And, one of the things that we can now identify for the championship is Alex is a major threat for the championship. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What did you think of the sprint race in the Grand Prix of the Americas? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below. And I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.